Pawn's moving forward here, and a little trick at the end picks up this pawn, and it is indeed game over. Magnus against Praggnanandhaa. Too pretty for jail says, hi Alex, big fan here. Are you at the City of Dams? I presume you mean, am I in Amsterdam? Yes, absolutely. How did you know? King f7 from Magnus. Well, if it's working, why not continue this strategy? You have to wonder though, will Magnus at some point say, I'm not gonna, sacrifice even 1% of an edge out of the opening, because it doesn't matter how good you are. You can be Magnus Carlsen. There's no way that Magnus isn't losing a little bit of an edge by playing this opening. So you wonder if at some point he's going to be saying, I need to try and fight as hard as possible for the number one position, and I will play as serious openings as are needed. Or is he just going to try and have fun and maybe, just maybe, rival Hikaru's lead even with this particular choice of openings? So let's see what's happening here with Praggnanandhaa. A huge talent, no doubt, at some point will be 2700 plus. Knight a4, targeting this pawn on b2. Material count is level. Magnus, again, very comfortable position here. He's probably going to look to reroute at some point the knight to c5 and maybe to e4. And on e4, it's going to hit this rook, and it's just going to be a monster piece. Way, way stronger than this knight on d4, because the range of squares that it controls is way more effective here. The knight on d4 is more or less under control. Now, you have to wonder, what exactly is Magnus looking for here? Is he looking for some tricks relating to knight g3 at the right moment? First, he's maybe going to try to improve the king position. He might also look for rook g6, rook to g4, and then rook h6, rook to g6, looking to target the pawn on g2. For now, it's a little bit of a game of cat and mouse here in terms of what exactly, like neither side wanting to commit to a particular strategy here. Queen c7, again, doesn't really hint at too much except perhaps g5. Now, if f takes g5, the reason why the queen on c7 is well placed is because it targets the pawn on e5. And now we can see that on the very next move, Magnus is already ready to potentially take it. But this pawn is free. And Magnus does instead shift direction, takes the pawn on c4. Aha, they have narrow houses in Amsterdam. That was the clue. Okay, rook to c2. Wow, what a move. h3. I do not care if you take my queen. This is forced checkmate because king f1, rook f2 check. King e1, rook g1 will be mate. That's why Praggnanandhaa did not take the queen. And now he does have a check here. He's got another check, but after king to d7, the checks are over. And they're certainly not over here for black, who can take like this, or who can just wait. Maybe now capturing knight f2, knight g3. Nothing quite seems to work, but this is an interesting idea. If I just take you, what is the point? Queen takes b2, rook d2. I thought maybe rook g2. Okay, it's getting super messy here. And in the end, Magnus actually messes up the position objectively, but 1 second on the clock for Praggnanandhaa. Can he win all the pawns? I don't think he can. He does flag incredible tenacity there